I think to get the most out of church, you've got to be more than just a consumer. We're taught that to serve, and that there's more to it than just sitting. Jesus specifically calls us to do more than just sit. I think that to get the most out of your church, you've got to be involved. You've got to find a place to serve within your gifts. When we do nothing, we don't grow. There's no change. We just become stagnant. If every Wednesday we come to church and do nothing more than come to church, there's no growth. Nothing changes. You'll be doing that forever without growth. And when we begin to take the message that we're given and do something more with it, I think the biggest thing that made a difference for me and truly getting more out of a service was I took some notes, and then I looked at them later in the week, and I went back, or I'd listened to the message again when it had become dull and I didn't necessarily remember what it was about. For me, that was huge. That was where the true feeding happened in my life, was that I would revisit what I'd been taught, and then I'd search for a way to apply that, to make each sermon applicable in my life some way. If that was serving here, if that was taking on helping in Clifton, whatever that was, for me, getting the most out of church, everything changed during Nehemiah. That Nate's preaching to us, what are you doing? What wall are you building? And you can only write down what wall am I building so many times in your notes before you realize you've got to do something more, that you're stagnant, that you have to serve in some way for your heart to feel content, like you're part of something more, that you're just not here on Wednesdays for 2 hours, that you're part of this, that you've got ownership in it, and you see it grow, and you're part of that whole thing. For me, it was notes. It was finding a Bible that spoke to me, that I could understand, and it was spending time in that each week after whatever Nate had said, whatever his talk was on. That was where I spent time.